segment I want to talk about is, can games be so bad that they're good? I think there are a few obvious standouts that we want to talk about, but I thought that GameSpot Universe thing, which we wanted to show off, was a good segue into this. The first one I want to get into, the one that I want to bring to the table, is obviously Deadly Premonition, because clearly they were going for it.
But in what regard, though?
B-movie, detective, cheesy dialogue, kind of like
I'm with
Twin
you on
Peaks
all
tone.
of that. I'm with you on all of that, but where I see it incidentally bad is the fact that like the animations are really
The mechanics aren't that great. There's not many mechanics to speak of, but they're not great to begin with.
Playing the game is not that good. Watching it is fascinating as hell.
Did you play through the whole thing?
No. I couldn't bring myself to finish it.
Yeah, you really have to be ready for it. It is Stormprints on YouTube. Deadly Premonition is so good that it's good. It is tough to get through. Not in the same way. Obviously, a movie you can watch and it's awful, and it's funny because it's awful.
And you're like, cool, it's only 90 minutes. I'll be done with this.
90 minutes. I can sit back, like maybe drink while I'm doing this. I can eat. I could do any number of things with your body.
What?
Like holding a cup and drinking or something. I don't know. I went way too into that.
Mike.
A game, you have agents, you're involved in the shittiness. So it's tough. That's why I wanted the segment was, can games be so bad that they're good?
Yeah, because you have to put a lot of time into a game
Yeah.
to get anything out of it. In a lot of cases, not in all cases, obviously, but like a movie you can watch for an hour and then you're like, I watched The Room and I was drunk and it was so funny.
I think as humans, we have the right to subject ourselves to a waste of time every once in a while, whether it be a 90-minute movie or however long Deadly Premonition is. But like you said, Callie, games take a lot longer. They involve more agency. You can't just... I forgot how bad some of this game is, but the dialogue is really bad. I encourage you to try it. The director's cut, I think, is the way to go. I think it made a few of the bad parts not as bad to get you through. I mean, look at this.
Oh,
That's
man.
some good animations. It looks like this
beautiful.
sirloin steak is somehow shrinking in that toilet. This theater that's way too tall. I don't know what's going on. I forgot.
That's
a lot
a
about this
direct
game.
reference to Twin Peaks, but
Yeah.
And that
a lot
is
of this is
Twin Peaks.
A lot of this
it's
is, yeah.
Deadly Premonition is Twin Peaks. I've never seen Twin Peaks. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a tough show to get through. It's very much a soap opera for like 75% of the show.
Is it so bad that it's good?
In time, yes.
Okay.
At points, it is.
I think a lot of people would say that about the second season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It drags.
People are
and drags.
bringing up the whistle. Goob and Bob Jones. What is that? What's the whistle theme? Is that the like main theme of the game? We don't have volume on our TV, so maybe it
Yes,
is.
they said yes.
Okay.
Super
Sure.
Saiyan Moses says yes.
No, I
Super
think he was
Saiyan
answering, is this a
Moses.
Bethesda game, which it's not. Who did that Deadly Premonition?
It was Swery.
Yes, Swery did that, as well as, what else did he do?
Oh, he did D4.
Dark Dreams Don't Die?
Right. He's done.
Is that really
he's done
it?
a bunch of stuff. No. He's done more than that.
No.
I'm just
Is
drawing a
Dark
blank.
Dreams Don't Die what the acronym stands for?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Did you just guess?
I didn't guess. It was somewhere in my subconscious, but I guess that's where it was. Found it.
Proud of you.
Any other examples you guys want to talk about? There are a few. Pete, you probably want to talk about Yakuza.
Yeah, it's weird though because it's like the combat is bad, movement feels bad, the graphics are bad, but it's not a game that's like good because it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a game that I will tolerate its poor qualities because the stuff outside of the shitty stuff is great.
What about
really good?
Like, is Zero good? So you said Yakuza. Did you mean
I meant
specifically
Yakuza
the first
0.
one?
I meant Yakuza
the
0.
most recent one. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because we watched the stream that Pete and Rob did.
That one line from the underwear guy. What's his name?
Walking erection.
Yeah.
I really just wanted you to.
He got
have to
hold
say
of
that.
Conan's dong slider.
Yeah.
You wish.
What are some other? Here we have footage of Yakuza 0 up right now.
Yeah. What else is bad about this game? You just want me to talk about why this game sucks?
Yeah, go for it. You gave it an 8, right? You really
gave it
liked
an
it,
8, yeah.
and it's been getting like positive reception across the board. If you're really into
Gravy Biscuits is right. This game is awesome. The problems are obvious, though. I mean, you can't deny that this game is deficient in so many ways, but the rest of it's great.
I don't know how you could give it less than an 8 with a character like Walking Erection.
Yeah, someone had mentioned, forgive me, your name passed me by in the Twitch chat. Bring it back up if you can. The Game Informer, our friends over there, they do replay.
Yeah.
And the Facebook like community group for replay is called the Overblood community group, and that's because like Overblood was the first time they did a super replay, which is when they played through an entire game, where they died like right at the beginning. And Overblood is one of those things where it's really cheesy. There's a robot, I forget its name, but there's all these inside jokes with the replay community because of Overblood, and they call it like the Super Overblood replay. Hopefully people in the chat, if there are any Game Informer fans, bring that up. But Overblood is definitely, I've never played it, and I only watched a little bit of it because I didn't have the time to go through the whole thing with the Game Informer crew. But apparently that's a seminal part in the replay canon.
I'm waiting for footage here. Do we got footage of this game?
It's, forgive me, I think we might have it, but it's just polygonal, really shitty graphics. Here we go. This is the beginning. You have to find this vest that keeps you warm so you don't die. And
that's how I push blocks.
yeah. And it doesn't, I forget the robot's name, but it becomes this idiotic robot that just pops up at the worst times.
Is it Turd?
But the beginning is the most obtuse puzzle that just doesn't make sense when you're trying to get out of this frozen lab.
It's the voice of Daniel
So this
Reichert.
is Dan Reichert from Giant Bomb talking right now that I'm kind of talking over. I don't know if I'm talking over him or not, honestly. But
robot.
I encourage you to go watch that. It was like a few years ago. Like Dan Reichert's still at Game Informer before he went to Giant Bomb. But it's worth watching. It's funny.
Someone mentions God Hand here. Very similar. I think it's Archangel L3371. Very similar to Yakuza in so many ways.
How
It's
so?
like, it doesn't play very well. It doesn't look that good.
In that case, Castlevania 64 is really similar too.
No, but it's the humor. It's the sort of just oddball nature of it all that makes it palatable.
Okay.
I saw somebody mention, I'm sorry I did not catch your name, Blinks, that Xbox game. Did you ever play that game?
No.
The time traveling cats? Okay, so I don't think I ever finished it. I don't know if this game is actually bad or if I just remember it that way. Because it's an original Xbox game, but basically you just like stop time and do stuff, but you're like an anthropomorphic cat. And that's the shittiest description I can give.
It's an awesome name. My Horse Prince.
Oh my God. I really wanted to talk
bring that one
about
up too,
My
'cause I
Horse
saw that
Prince
name as well.
So a lot of dating sims are super bad. And My Horse Prince is a mobile game where you date a boy, like an anime boy, who has a horse body. And it's very entertaining and ridiculous, but not a good game by any means. But it's one of those, I hesitate to say like something that you play when you're drunk, but it's one of those things where you're like, you can just giggle about it all night.
It sounds like the next Netflix original.
My Horse Prince.
BoJack Horseman is the head of a horse, body of Will Arnett in animation form.
Yeah, so he's a reverse BoJack Horseman.
What if they just spliced them? Then it'd just be a show about a horse and a
Or
boy.
a man.
Yes, that's not nearly as cool. Oh, here's footage. I see what you're saying now. Ooh, a good-looking horseman at that.
Oh yeah, look at him. He sparkles.
There's nothing normal about you. Why is she smiling when she says this?
Oh yeah, can we talk about the voice acting? Yeah, so there's
Stop
just
smiling.
a
If you're
lot
gonna
of
say
horrible
anything.
things.
You're more scary than strange. This is a terrifying experience.
So sweet direct TV ad.
Wow, that's
I don't-
horse.
I don't know about you. Shut up. I don't know about you, but that's the kind of date I want is terrifying. Oh my God, does he like
Yes,
it?
we'll take reservations for 3. 1 for his butt.
Does he ever blink? She's blinked a few times.
She's blinking. I don't think he blinks.
See, the fact that he has horse ears leads me to believe that
He's an imposter.
it's just a face on a horse, not a human head on a horse.
It's a human head on a horse. So Gravy Biscuits on Twitch says, Hodful Boyfriend. I would like to refute that. Hodful Boyfriend is a fantastic dating sim.
Is that the pigeon one?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a deconstruction
Yeah.
of the dating sim genre. And if you've played every route like I did, because I don't have a life, then you would know that it's fantastic.
But it has bad qualities.
I mean, the
Its reliance on-
localization is spotty at times.
Yeah, but the reliance on puns is pretty shitty.
Yeah. Yes, but I wouldn't say that's not why I play it. That's another question is like, what is so bad it's
Right.
good? Is it like with movies that are so bad they're good? It's like, they tried really hard to make a good movie. They did not make a good movie.
They thought they succeeded.
Yeah.
How funny.
Like with the Room is like the quintessential example of that. Whereas with a game, it's more like, we're kind of talking about stuff that's like either goofy or that we like despite its bad qualities. So I guess it's a different qualifier because that's really the question of the segment is like, can games be so bad they're good? I think it's a very different kind than with movies or shows.
Back to the
Yeah.
room real quick. Tommy Wiseau has retconned himself. I saw him in Texas at a screening of the movie, and he was basically like, "Oh yeah, I'm just very much into dark comedy." This is a comedy. Like, he's claiming that this was all
He did
his
not
master
retcon
plan.
himself.
Didn't people think he was that robber, the plane hijacker from the 50s who stole a bunch of money and disappeared forever?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
People thought
Yeah,
Don
yeah,
Draper
yeah.
was going to be this guy as well at the end of Mad Men. I
would've
won't say
been-
whether or not
that'd've
he
been cool.
is,
I mean-
because if you haven't finished Mad Men, you should.
Well, the show's
the best.
overrated.
Ooh, fight.
I think
Oh my
we
God,
could
you
move on.
turned bright red.
So
Yeah.
so you brought up a good point. Deadly Premonition is bad, so bad it's good because of its like cinematic or lack thereof qualities, right? But something like Goat Simulator is actually bad because of its mechanics, but it makes it
Right.
fun.
But-
I think that's a better example of how a game can be bad but good.
Well, so
Gang
I
Beasts
think-
as well.
Gang Beasts too, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't want to do it. I don't want a GIF made of me. Wait, John Luke, do you have the GIF of Pete ready? No, we'll show Goat Simulator first.
I mean, that definitely is the difference between like a so bad it's good movie and a so bad it's good game, is like, because games have gameplay and mechanics, like that can be the main problem.
About that tongue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Eric Green again also said it. You'd probably have to expect it to have bad qualities to be able to enjoy it. Like if it was just
Right.
bad out of nowhere, you'd have a much harder time. Every single person in the chat is saying that Mad Men is really good. Every
Except for
single
Nick
person in the
Margarita.
chat. Yeah.
For-
Okay.
Tastemaker extraordinaire.
Yeah, and then Gang Beast was another good example of how a game could be bad, but it's good. Just because they purposely made the mechanics not that tight, right? So you're just
Yeah, I was
flopping
gonna say
all
they
over
made
the
them
place.
loose.
Octodad almost, maybe.
No, I feel like they really tried to make that. I mean, like,
that's polished. like
Surgeon Simulator.
I love
yeah,
Surgeon
yeah,
Simulator.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
actually the best one
Yeah.
that I didn't
Yeah.
think of.
Yeah.
No, it's
We keep hearing
People just
audio from
screaming
footage.
about-
that is not
I
quite
think we're
playing.
mentioning games that we didn't plan on at first, and they're struggling to find B-roll. I think if they can find Surgeon Simulator footage before we end this segment, that'd be sweet.
People are talking about Earth Defense Force.
Earth Defense Force, yeah, especially as it went on, it became really
What is happening?
repetitive.
I don't know if the production crew knows this, but we're hearing all the audio from the B-roll you're screening back
Nicholas
there.
Smith and YouTube Mad Men's not overrated.
Yeah,
I don't
it is.
believe you.
Yeah, Nicky Smith.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Nicholas Smith. I'm gonna end this segment so we can get on to Nintendo Switch, which a lot of people are asking for, and then we're gonna talk about Neo after that. I'm gonna switch over to the next segment. We're gonna switch things up. Anyway, let us know any other games that you think are so bad they're good. What is this audio in our studio right now?
Ding.
I Am Bread is a good one too. All right, I'm moving on. Let us know on Twitter. Mike Mahardy, Kelly Plaggy, Peter Brown. Hit us up with games that you think are so bad they're good.